program complete. Auto-engage time sequence synchronized.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the episode of Jamie Plays with me, Jamie. Today we're continuing our playthrough of Stellaris. We're playing as the United Nations of Earth, and we are slowly but surely expanding. We're probably going to meet somebody new down here soon, I would think.
Research concluded.
Oh, I'm just realizing, this actually isn't, these two aren't connected, these are different branches. So if we were to expand this way, we could actually expand all the way down here to the next choke point. So, energy credits, let's say new research, and let's go for... let's go for the planetary FTL inhibitors. Those are going to be useful. I also need... Oh, on solar sails. So we found the wreckage of an archaic spaceship of unusual design. Instead of using propulsion similar to that of modern ships, the craft relied on large sails unfurled in the vacuum of space. Presumably the ship harvested solar energy and drifted on the solar winds created by starlight.
Blocker cleared.
That's nice. And that's somewhere, that's down here. Get rid of those.
Completed.
Okay, so that's you done. Let's now
The special project has
move
completed.
there. So rock potential. The crew from Beyond are pleased to report that the experiment was a success and a significant number of dense mineral veins on Propus 4 have been transmuted into usable resources. Excellent. So losing consumer goods again. Let's go like that. This factory worlds. I mean, you're doing all of those. We've also... You are a factory world, which reduces the upkeep. Yeah, I mean, if we look at our economy, -6, -9, but you are producing 50, but that's obviously not enough for all of our planets. This is 17. You're good for engineering research, but not for habitability, and happiness is also reduced. This continental world has nothing on it in particular, but it's very large, which is good. So, same old, same old. Further studies of the lost civilization of Eolum 6 have given rise to more questions than answers. The plain, sturdy structures are thousands of years old and all seem to have been constructed at roughly the same time, perhaps as brief as a single century. Similarly, any additions or renovations to the urban structure seem to have done planet-wide seem to be done planet-wide at sudden, widely separated intervals. The oddly punctuated development of the society seems to show no appreciable change in population size. Okay. Can we sell more to private collectors? You are going to... I guess let's make you inquisitive if we ever put you on the council. This commander, let's make you cautious. Question is, you just got a negative trait, and I think that was somebody else on the council. Yes, that's you. -1 encryption, so we're -2 encryption just from council members. That's kind of annoying. Can we steal technology from them? No, I don't want to do that. We are at 61 though. Can I propose subjugation? -380. Big part of that is loyalty. Tributary bulwarks, Scholarium. Yeah, we can't integrate any of those. Let's make you a vassal. Bulwark, yeah, we're not going to do that. We would make you Scholarium, I think. So that physics research. Monthly society research. Overlord relay network modifier. Research output +10. Chance for research cash +20. Planets within border every year. And then tier 2, those caches increase. Research speed is also increased. Scientists gain 1 random trait. And then we can also +1 level and +1 capacity for scientists. Scholarium discovery. Research points in caches 1000. add to researchable technologies, random, rare caches, okay. And then also any ship in system piloted by AI. Accuracy minus 25. Ship fire rate minus 25. Base ship rate 25, minus 25. That wouldn't necessarily be bad, actually. But you're not. You'd actually just prefer to be a normal vassal. Which I can understand, but we're not going to do that. So, new research. Let's go for this tile blocker clear. And then let's go for the mining station output. Okay, we've got no jobs available anywhere. So, you know, let's go for... let's add a mining district here. Maybe let's add 2 mining districts here. Let's add a generator district. Maybe another mining district. Another agricultural district. Yeah. And on Earth, we could actually just build another city, and that will give us some of those jobs. Oh. Recthalarian society encountered. So this is a pre-space civilization. They're in the machine age. Excellent. Another pre-FTL. So, we could also do some upgrades. So let's
System survey
give you an
concluded.
upgrade. And then I'm thinking, let's also reinforce the destroyer. And you... Yeah, we can finally claim that. Then let's have you move here, because why not? Perfect.
System survey
And we definitely need
concluded.
more ships.
System survey concluded.
Yeah, oh, automated shipyard. So, while conducting a survey of Tatanga 2, the UNS Keplers detected the remains of the automated repair shipyard in orbit. So, we're going to
Situation log
attempt to
has been
repair it.
updated.
Down here, this will probably give us it will give us a free ship.
Construction
Then we're going to move there afterwards. Let's get rid of those. So, you would be good for engineering. You don't have anything in particular, but we could completely specialize you in consumer goods, so we might do that. Lost in space. So the signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Catlib 3A. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate. Yeah, let's say intriguing.
Situation log has been updated.
So I'm also going to buy some more consumer goods because I want to colonize those 2 planets that we can. So let's do you. And you are going to be a factory world. This will give us generator and agriculture districts, but otherwise fine, nothing in particular there. And this one we need the alloys for. So we're not going to do that yet. But you will be a research world.
Council agenda ready.
So, launch that. Let's do chart the unknown. And for the archaeology site. So, a recent breakthrough shone some light on the vanished city builders. From ILM 6. Apparently, the fungal species has a collective cycle of mass death and rebirth. They hatch en masse almost simultaneously across the whole planet and grow as part of a linked hive mind collective. In the course of their hundreds of years long life cycle, they spread out and reclaim the cities built and abandoned by previously died off generations. When nearing the next death/rebirth cycle, they heed some species-wide biological clarion call. Through asexual reproduction, they give birth to a pod that is buried in the ground. The parent dies and the body decays and fertilizes the ground around the pod. After a long dormant period, the pods hatch and the cycle begins anew. Excellent. Sell those to private collectors. So we've also got energy signature. So the UNS James Cook has picked up on a strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep in the atmosphere of Catlib 5. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nonetheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. That's nice. That's useful.
Research concluded.
So, new research. Let's now go for... Let's do, I guess, the moat harvesting. Nope, special project completed. The crew of the ship has been found dead.
Concluded.
What is more disturbing is that they appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasites, which infested them and drove them mad. Thanks to the science officer Tianlan's findings, we were able to protect our own crew from being infected. Excellent. Okay, so you are investigating this now. And you are investigating this one.
Completed.
So toxic terraforming candidates, yep.
We have encountered
That's
spaceborne
great.
life forms.
Oh, sapphire lurkers and shardlings. Great, so you will be down there in 430 days. Oh, and then what we can do is just set this automatically to build the outposts. Then move and build that outpost. Move and build that one. Not quite yet. We don't have the influence for it. Oh, but we're about to get an insight. Next time we're in an observation event that would advance our insight, we will gain a new research option. Very nice.
System survey concluded.
Nope. The Minister of State has retired. Okay, so we need a new Minister of State. We've only got one other official, and none of these other officials actually do anything on the council level. So I'm just going to appoint you because at least you've got a bit of a level there. Oh, and we finished the archaeology site. So, a speculative psychological and sociological investigation of the fungoid species culture gave it a disconcerting answer to the mystery of their disappearance. At some point, the species as a whole started to question their perpetual, and it seems pointless life cycle. A seed of existential nihilism grew in its entire population, culminating in the final act of defiance against their own survival instincts. Once planted, perhaps even by a single being, the kernel of doubt spread at a terrifying speed through the hive mind, till they decided in unison that the last crop of birth pods should not be planted, they should be burnt. Astounding. That's an interesting way to end. So, we're heading now to the library. Time to see what's happening there. So, let's go... Grinding lattice. Tatonga 3 is a crisscrossed by overlapping mineral composite bands that are elevated above the harsh surface by tall, flexible pylons. Constantly agitated by atmospheric winds, these pylons sway and the overlapping bands rub together to produce sonic waves of what are, to humans, inaudible frequencies. Tsai reports some difficulty in isolating this audio from the natural background noise of the planet, but notes that the mineral bands could, should we choose, be broken down and efficiently recycled by the United Nations of Earth. To make preparations for salvaging the mineral bands. Okay. So, oh, the science officer reports that the luminous waves coursing through the ice that blankets Virtum 5 are of alien origin. Some ancient battle has deposited scattered wreckage from an alien fighter on the frozen planets, and only the exposed core of its main weapons remain intact. It seems that the alien race used lasers similar to the ones currently in use by human fleets, and the fizzling innards periodically discharged low-powered beams into the ice of Virtum 5. The planet's harsh climate prevents the lasers from actually melting the ice, allowing the chilly matrix to act as a brilliant prism. That's interesting. Oh, speaking of interesting, we've just met a new empire. We wish to be nothing but friends. Where are you? Oh, you're over here. Ah, this is the one that you don't like? No, that's not the one that you care about. Proposed subjugation, minus 382. Expansion that's obviously permitted. Independent diplomacy, you like that as well. I want to do unified sensors. No holding? We'd come to all of yours. We don't have the influence for that. Okay, but we're getting closer and closer.
Research concluded.
New research, that's the tile block clear. Let's now go for the naval capacity increase. And I'm going to build 2 more destroyers because, yeah, we kind of need to just build our fleets up. Oh, abandoned gateway. We found one over here.
Situation log has been updated.
Oh, and you, let's build 2 shipyards there. Oh, A closer scan of the debris field around Vertum 6A has led to the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time with unparalleled precision. It has a frequency uncertainly so low that for another 879 million years before it gains a single second and is counting down to the date 42 years and 3 days away. The capsule holds no clue as to what this date signifies or who the owners are, but it seems as though someone out there has lost track of time. We're going to keep an eye on it. See what happens. Probably good things. So in Sol, what we could also do... oh, we don't have the academy yet. So okay, I'm not going to build that then.
System survey concluded.
So our trust is at 90, which is excellent. Proposed subjugation, 382 still. So, ruins long forgotten. We've discovered clear signs that Fact 6 was once densely populated. However, whatever destroyed their civilization did a very thorough job of it. Very few useful remains have been found. Our scanners have detected several large cavities deep below the surface that may once have supported life. Perhaps we will have more luck there. Before we accept this, I'm just thinking, why don't we go here and say, let's discover an L-gate insight, let's celebrate diversity and sell, so we can say intriguing, get the 250, and not be over that cap. So, we've got a new tradition available. I'm thinking, I mean, diplomacy could be useful. Statecraft, synthetics, politics, enmity. We're not really rivaling. Or maybe aptitude would be good. Incredible leader per class, leader starting traits +1. Or maybe adaptability. Habitability plus 10%. Max districts on non-unofficial planets +1. Resettlement costs. Oh, we don't resettle. Or we're not resettling. I do want to take a look here to see if there's anything into Gestalt's consciousnesses, or like so we can get those pops. There's nothing. Oh, allows a simulation of pops into or out of a hive mind. This is for genetics. That might actually be worth it. Runs an advanced trait for species modification. Clone VATs. I think I'm going to go for genetics, so that we can remove the hive mind trait. Yeah, so I will go for genetics. Oh, I still need to select something else first, though. So let's go for prosperity. Infrastructure, resources from jobs, upkeep. Let's definitely do that.
Council agenda available.
And then new research. Let's go for, let's go for shields. It's expensive, but in terms of time, but honestly, it's worth it. So let's sell some of these moats, volatile moats, like so. Go like that. Yeah, good. Forge Worlds, you've got all of yours available. Research enclaves, but we need. I'm gonna wait for this this colony ship and to colonize this planet first. Actually, can we colonize this one as well now? I think let's do that. Let's go for. I guess that would be another tech world. It would make the most sense. Okay, so you're doing this archaeological site. You're doing this one. Oh, hostile fleets present there.
To the universe.
Understood. Mining station output plus 10%. Let's go for the defense platforms.
The special project
Oh,
has concluded.
Special project concluded. The UNS Sahara has successfully restored power to the automated shipyard over Tatunga 2. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order, using what minerals it had on hand to build an advanced frigate of an unknown design. Unfortunately, the ancient facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. We've sent a crew to the new ship and pressed it into service with our fleet. So we've got this frigate, which is nice. So what I'm going to do, maybe let's just add you to the first fleet. And actually, you know what? This salvaged fleet, why don't we just merge those together at the moment? Yeah, so, if we go here... Actually, yeah, that's fine. And then that other thing will merge. Let's sell some food, sell some throw, and buy some more consumer goods.
Construction completed.
Yeah, we'll just leave you there at the moment. So we've got these ones that could upgrade. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that just yet. The other thing I'm thinking, if we expand all the way here, rather than going there, why don't we move and builds and move and builds? Like so. Yeah. Oh, missing scientists. One of our scientists working at the observation post orbiting Mars 1 has been reported missing. He's taking part in a covert mission to collect plant samples. Oh, you know what we need to do? We're going to need armies for this. So let's build some armies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that... Oh, scientist found dead. Oh, okay, the directive has been upheld. So actually we don't need armies. So what I'm going to do, let's cancel all of those. Because we don't need those. So, we've finally recovered the body of the missing scientist on Mars 1, or what remained of it at any rate. It looks like he fell victim to a large indigenous predator. An unfortunate loss to our science team, but at least the pre-FTLs are still oblivious to our presence. Oh, and the archaeological site. Excavation of the cave systems of Fact 6 has found well-preserved remnants of an underground, high-tech society built on a vast scale. Many of the ruins are in surprisingly good condition, and we've managed to find what our research described as a library of encrypted data crystals. Hopefully that can shed some light on what happened there. So I'm actually you're going to finish that investigation. Yeah. What I'm going to do, let's bring you back and survey, let's survey these two systems. And then I'd like to expand here, because if I expand here, we then can block off this empire from expanding any farther this way. Or into, yeah, so I can, basically, I might be able to claim all of this without any kind of resistance, which would be nice. And rather than having to go all the way around here, we can just go this way instead. Oh, and then you, afterwards, you are just going to continue investigating stuff. As you should. Oh, new president. Oh, and a new archaeology site, the Broken Gates. Oh, that would be part of the area that I could claim if I stop them from expanding.
Concluded.
So, naval capacity increase, that's excellent. Let's now go for... So, we don't actually have exotic gases yet. I'm thinking, why don't we go for the Edict Fund? Speaking of, I haven't looked at the Edict Fund in a while. Fleet Supremacy. Oh, something we could absolutely do is do the recycling campaign. The consumer good upkeep reduced by 10%. For energy, that would be excellent. Yeah, let's do that. Is that going to make it positive? No. It's just gone from -21 to -16. But it's something, at least. Oh, death of a great leader. Our official, Dolores Muwanga, has passed away at the age of 95 while in service to our empire. The people clamour for memorial service to honour this leader's contribution to the United Nations of Earth. A grand event will be held. Will give everyone closure and bolster our ideals. We can private procession, let the masses mourn, launch the deceased into space. Let's let the masses mourn, and it's a fitting send-off. So monthly unity plus 10 and happiness plus 5%. So you're governing Earth, our Minister of State. Let's make you a politician, and then we need basically, yeah, we're gonna need a new president.
System survey concluded.
Ironically, we've just lost the person who had the most kind of effect on the council there. Oh, and we've gained a scientist as our head, and she's actually good for these two council traits anyway, which is good. Okay, so the end of the library. So the team member exploring the ruins of Facts 6 recently disappeared. After a short search, we found a skeleton that seems to belong to a human. Our researchers are in no doubt that these remains are what left of our missing team member. They are baffled as how the body decayed quite this quickly. They urge caution as we continue the investigation. It's disturbing. Okay, so we also need a new scientist. Hold on. Because we're at 5, but we've only got 4 here. So let's look, you're only age 31. Let's go for you. And then let's make you a politician, I guess. And then continue surveying, and then survey that. And then go explore.
Construction completed.
That's those done. So, careless poem. According to the report from the crew of the UNS James Cook, their mission was a failure. Science officer Tian Lin allegedly took manual control of the probe sent to retrieve a sample of the cluster, resulting in collision between the drone and the mineral cluster that, while mild, resulted in the mineral cluster breaking apart completely. The crew was careful to note that the experience has left Tian Lin somewhat shaken, and the mineral shards should still be of some value. Its parts are equal to the sum. Its parts are equal to the sum of its parts. You've gained the carefree trait in minerals, or such carelessness is not acceptable. Let's actually do this one. So we get those minerals and we get the carefree trait. So at least there's something positive that comes out of it. Yeah, we've almost continued expanding here. Go. You've just got a negative trait. -5 diplomatic weight. That's really annoying. Oh, we've met the stagnant ascendancy, so we salute you. Oh, you're down here. So actually we could, if we block off, if we're able to block off these two systems, then we can just completely take all of this without any kind of repercussions or any worry about another empire coming from this side. Should be very nice. So, leveled up. Let's make you a tuner. And then in the library, so we interpret the data crystals from the cave on Fact 6, begin piecing together a picture of a troubled planet. The planet was once a center of a prosperous civilization known as the Ilani. Can't tell if that's an L and an I or two I's, but the Foundation. During that civilization's latter years, the Ilani turned more and more to the hoarding of knowledge instead of the more material matters such as procreation. As a result, their population fell rapidly. Alarmed by their dwindling numbers, the leaders attempted to find a technological solution for immortality. Records became scarcer around this point, though it appears to predate whatever cataclysm forced them underground. It's not yet clear what results their effort yielded. Oh, and another toxic terraforming candidate. Perfect. So you've got nothing set for you to do once you finish. So I'm thinking
Colony establishment has begun.
Yeah, what we should do
Construction completed.
is then let's have you move down here. Because by that point we should have expanded. And what I'll do is I'll do both of these. Probably it would also be a good idea to build a starbase here. Because that is a choke point. That's an important choke point. So, speaking of, can we reinforce? No, that would take all of our... That would take everything we have, and definitely don't want to do that yet.
System survey concluded.
Because I want to continue expanding first. Nope, consumer goods.
We have encountered spaceborne life
Let's go like that. And like that. Let's sell these. Well, still need about 1,000 there, but we've got 12 months before we need to worry about it. So, a counter in large style. Interesting. Let's meet you. Oh, it's going to be somebody else up here. You are almost done.
System
There we go.
survey concluded.
So, let's do the starbase there. Then we're going to move and build this one. and then move down there. And now, yeah, we can build those, and then we'll still have enough alloys next month to continue expanding. So, grimacing. The very geological structure of Bagol 2 is indeed in flux, driven by what science officer Xiaolu Luo assures us is a tectonic process fascinating as it is esoteric. What is more of interest to the United Nations of Earth is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless, chaotic self-transformation. In short, a near-instant stabilization of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable is theoretically possible. We're going to do this. Oh, and we've now got the special project that goes along with it. Before you move, why don't we do that first? And then continue exploring.
Research concluded.
Ocean world, we've got a continental world there. There's several things around here that we can colonize, which is nice. So we reported that can now be reclassified as an arid rather than a barren planet. Oh, that's good. When we eventually get arid habitability, that will be excellent. So let's go for... Let's do the shield generator because it's rare research. Oh. And you retired. So we need another scientist, and let's go for you, because you're young, and make you an even faster roamer. And you want to go up there. Okay. Interesting choice, but sure.
Construction
And
completed.
you can upgrade for a lot more alloys, but we need those for other things at the moment. So, new research, that's the Edict Fund. Let's now do the clone vats. We're going to be... We need to build those just about everywhere. Anyway. So, interesting.
We are being hailed.
Oh, diplomatic embassy from this union over here. We're going to agree to that. This one. Proving... Oh, you're doing first contact. Let's do that first. Although, actually, the spy network. Do we need it? Probably not. Let's take from this spy network. So what I want to do is propose subjugation. Oh, we just need the influence.
Colony
Yeah,
establishment.
so we're
has
going to
begun.
wait for that. Because you are happy to be a vassal. If we said... If we go for those two, and then unified sensors, you like that. And that's only cost 75 influence. Integration permitted? No. Yeah, so we're just going to keep it like this at the... Actually, can we go for Scalorium? Minus 152. Independent diplomacy. Let's go for unified sensors. Research lost. Why don't we bring this down to... Nah. We say none? No, you still don't like that either. I'm actually tempted. I'm going to maybe give you a little bit more time, but I want to try this them as a Scalorium. Because we can't integrate them at the moment. Anyway. It's still going to be a little while.
System
Oh,
survey concluded.
hold on. Go like that. Okay, so you definitely need an upgrade. And we don't have enough alloys here.
Council
But we do now, so we'll do that. Okay, so this archaeological site is called, is finished. It's Civilisation's End. So, we can now piece together what became of the Ilani's attempt at immortality. It appears that, far from bringing them everlasting life, they created a terrible menace, a swarm of microorganisms capable of multiplying rapidly and almost instantly devouring any organic matter, as must have happened to our team's lost member. The resulting cataclysm wiped out much of the population. The survivors splintered into two groups. One, unwilling to give up Fact 6, took to the depths, recreating the civilization in airtight pockets such as the one we found. However, the solution proved unsuitable in the long run, and eventually the microorganism found its way into their habitats. The caves became their tombs. The other group instead went into exile, enforcing a planetary quarantine by utterly obliterating the surface, rendering it uninhabitable. They would henceforth live in small enclaves and dedicate themselves to preserving the lost knowledge of their civilization. Their ultimate fate is unknown to us, but one of the data crystals indicates they were headed for the Porama system. The microorganisms will make a fine weapon, remnant of a remnant chain, or we can quarantine the planet. I think I'm actually going to do quarantine the planet, because of those beautiful deposits there, those research deposits. So let's do that.
Situation log has been
I
updated.
was going to sell you to private collectors. And, yeah, we're still trying to meet whoever they are. You are now moving down here. And you are good, just happiness, okay. Just generally happy with everything. This continental world, nothing in particular. Oh. Talents of Tianlin are sadly wasted. Oh, they want to take my... Oh, but you're not on the council. You know what? We're going to say yes. Because they will then be friendly, and I'd like to have them as a friendly... as friends rather than enemies. So, let's go for new blood, like you. You're young. We can make you even more charismatic, or let's do meticulous. And then go investigate. Yeah, so this one, you're on the move. Down
Construction
here.
completed.
Excavate that site. That's what you're meant to do in life. So, let's then build this outpost. Then we're going to move up here. Okay, and then this one.
System survey
Council
concluded.
agenda
We also need you to start upgrades. But we can do that. So you know what? Let's do that. Council agenda is ready. So let's launch that. Let's also do favored society. And then you have been colonized. And you are a beautiful 25 sized planet. So first things first. Medical center. I also want the robot pops. We're going to then specialize you for civilian industry and get rid of those as well. You've got 100 colonists left. Excellent, so that's those done. Oh, ruined interstellar assembly. The remains of a vast space station have been found in the Olisp system. Excellent. So, and we've also gone to the next level there. Yeah, so whatever this is, they haven't really expanded much past this area. Oh, our president now has a negative trait, which is happiness minus 5%. I mean, it's not as though, yeah. It would be nice to be able to get rid of those negative traits, but we can't. This construction ship, actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's move to Trappist.
Ship upgrades applied.
Let's sell these because I want to buy some alloys. So that way we can build this outpost directly. Then move there. Yeah, then we'll have to continue that afterwards. So you, I want to turn you into a military station. So we absolutely need that. Disruption field generator as well. Here, let's do the infrastructure upkeep minus 10%. Yes, and then 66 months we'll get the next one. This Forge World, we need places to live. So let's build a city district here. That will give us 100 more metallurgist jobs as well. To be useful.
Construction completed.
That's those two done. Management, there's nothing else that we can do here.
We are being
Oh,
hailed.
we can, however, get rid of the toxic kelp, so let's do that. anything else? Now, we can obviously build stuff, but... oh, you want a non-aggression pact. We're going to say agree to that. You're inferior to me as well. Oh, that's interesting.
System survey concluded.
Resource storage is full, but we're going to sell to private collectors.
A new world has been colonized.
Oh, you have been called... Oh, that's right. And you are a tech world, but we don't have the consumer goods available for you yet. So, medical center and the robots, assembly plants. Do we have the gene clinic yet? Sorry, clone vats. We have, of course, the... No, we don't have the gene clinic because that's the next step up from the medical center. However, monstrous noises. We're going to say we cannot help how they sound. We will come to understand them later. That's these ones down here. Oh, and you've declared each other rivals. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully I'm going to vassalize both of you. Let's go for civilian industries here on this planet. Management, yeah, we can get rid of some of these as well. Oh, so we've met this hegemony. Interesting, they're honor-bound warriors. We greet you as equals and friends. Let's establish an embassy. Because why not? Trust is 0, maximum trust of us is 50. No significant diplomatic deals. Okay. Is there anyone else we should be meeting? No. So this... Oh! Orbital anomaly.